appearance of the Buddha. At that time, the enlightening beings and the leaders of all the worlds formed these thoughts. What are the stages of the Buddha? What are the vistas of the Buddha? What are the empowerments of the Buddha? What are the acts of the Buddha? What are the powers of the Buddha? What are the fearlessnesses of the Buddha? What are the meditations of the Buddha? What are the invincibilities of the Buddha? What are the sense organs of the Buddha? What are the minds of the Buddha? What are the lights of the Buddha's body? What are the halos of the Buddha? What are the voices of the Buddha? What are the knowledges of the Buddha? Oh, please, world-honored one, pity us and explain to us. All the Buddhas of all oceans of worlds in the 10 directions explain to the enlightening beings the oceans of worlds, the oceans of sentient beings, the oceans of Buddha's liberations, the oceans of Buddha's mystical displays, the oceans of Buddha's teachings, the oceans of Buddha's names, the oceans of Buddha's lifespans, as well as the oceans of vows of all enlightening beings, the oceans of approaches of all enlightening beings, the oceans of aids to the way of all enlightening beings, the oceans of all vehicles of enlightening beings, the oceans of activities of all enlightening beings, the oceans of emancipations of all enlightening beings, the oceans of psychic powers of all enlightening beings, the oceans of ways of transcendence of all enlightening beings, the oceans of stages of all enlightening beings, and the oceans of knowledge of all enlightening beings. Please, O Buddha, enlightened one, world-honored one, explain these for us too. At that point, the Buddha, knowing what the enlightening beings were thinking, emitted a multitude of light rays from his teeth. Those light rays were as numerous as atoms in a Buddha field. They included, for example, light rays of flowers of jewels illumining everywhere, light rays producing various sounds adorning the universe, light rays draping subtle clouds, light rays showing the Buddhas of the 10 directions sitting on their sites of enlightenment making mystical displays, light rays of umbrellas of clouds, of flames, of all jewels, light rays filling the universe without impediment, light rays adorning all Buddha fields, light rays setting up banners of pure diamonds, light rays adorning the scenes of enlightenment where hosts of enlightening beings were assembled, light rays with subtle vibrations intoning the names and epitaphs of all the Buddhas. There were as many such light rays as there are atoms in a Buddha field, and each individual ray had as many light beams accompanying it. Those lights all contained all exquisite jewel-like hues, and they each illumined oceans of worlds as numerous as atoms in a billion Buddha lands. The congregations of enlightening beings in all the oceans of worlds could see this lotus bank array ocean of worlds within those lights. By the spiritual power of the Buddha, those lights in the presence of all those enlightening beings intoned these verses. Cultivating oceans of practices over countless eons, making offerings to oceans of Buddhas everywhere, teaching and liberating the oceans of all beings, now fulfilling sublime enlightenment, the universal illuminator. From his pores come magic clouds, with light shining through all quarters, causing them to approach enlightenment pure, unhindered. Buddha traversed all paths of existence, teaching and developing the living beings. The mystic powers at his command are infinite. Instantly, he causes all to be freed. The enlightenment tree of precious gems is embellished with the finest adornments. Buddha truly awakens under it, emanating light, majestically shining. The roar of his great voice fills all quarters, preaching for all the way to great peace. According to the mental dispositions of beings, he wakes them by various means. He practiced transcendent ways and fulfilled them, as many as atoms in 1,000 lands. all the powers he has already attained, you all should go and pay him respect. Buddha children of all quarters, as many as atoms of lands, all come together with joy. Having showered clouds of offerings, now they stand before Buddha with single-minded gaze. One tone of the Buddha contains an infinity, able to expound the deep ocean of scriptures, raining the sublime teaching in accord with all minds. That most honored human you all should go see. The vows of Buddhas of all times are told under the enlightenment tree. All appear in an instant. Hurry to the Buddha's spot. Vairocana's great ocean of knowledge shines from his face for all to see. Now, awaiting the gathering of the masses, he's about to speak. Go see him and hear what he says.